Okay, Nami, so how many times do you think our parents said grandkids in our video?
Ooh, 100 billion times.
Well, let's see, shall we? Reaction cam.
Woman, then of course her family and the child and
Having a lot of grandchildren for us.
parent. I wanted to become a grandparent.
So 3, magical answer was 3. Ayo, we're the 9 to 5 Misfits back again to help you change the game and kick ass in your careers, baby. Today for our Get in Real segment, we have the most specialistest of guests, the parentals.
So we actually interviewed our parents to see what they thought about us being misfit kids and also about being strong, independent brown women. But we're just gonna be playing clips of it because it actually ended up being super long with like tears flying, shoes being thrown, dogs flailing around. So not really, but let's get into the interview.
As parents, what were you guys' goals for us, like personally, financially? Have you seen a difference between the goals that parents have had of your generation for their sons versus daughters?
When they were just born and when they were young, I thought it was a very revolutionary thing, but I thought I'd always felt they should both be independent when they and have their own means and not be dependent like which was common in our generation. When I came here and worked, there was a point when my boss and my boss's boss here in the US were all women. It was a given, right? Girls had to choose a career and work towards being successful as an individual.
Okay, just as he said, the same thing. We wanted them to give good education, stability, and also independent. But in a good way.
And how did you guys feel when your child decided to quit?
I felt it was a dumb thing. Putting myself in her shoes, I would have first had something else going before I jumped horses.
Right.
I can understand she wanted to do something totally different.
Right.
But I was, oh heck, what's wrong with her?
I was kind of secretly thrilled. After I got over the thrill and all that, I was like, okay, is she serious about this? Or is she sort of carried away with the glamour?
Wait, did your mom seriously think you were glamorous?
Well, I certainly didn't help things.
On the other hand, I always felt that when she was growing up, she would always say, I want to own a daycare, doggy daycare. That was her favorite. Maybe she has that seed of entrepreneurship.
What do you think it would take to make you feel like, okay, maybe this is not a waste of time? What are those markers?
So this question is like slightly belated because every day I've been grilling her to find out, is she serious? Has she enough tools to conquer this thing?
Wait, how come your dad thought we weren't serious?
On today's episode, how to clean your toenails with a coat hanger.
Finally!
And then you can sell the skills that you have learned in the process as a small separate line of work to other clients. Like you are able to do a video preparation for an advertising company.
Wouldn't it be crazy? But you still amaze me.
We hear a lot of like log kya kahenge in our community. So, what will other people think? So, do you feel like, that affected you at all? Were you concerned about that when we first became unemployed or decided to go down this path?
Frankly, not much, because being a woman or a lady, there is a slight comfort zone here that the husband is doing well, so she could pursue her passions. But it may not be true if it is a son, because of the inherent things that we have discussed before.
Sorry, dude.
This particular thing doesn't make anybody sad. After all, they'll be excited. Right now, it's a good spot to be in. Not everybody gets this chance.
Opportunity.
I don't think not stop.
Yes.
Unless you decided to sell drugs or something.
Yeah. Wait, this is wrong?
He made us do it.
The only little bit of discomfort, if there was any, not being able to convey what you're going to do.
So like if somebody asks you
what you do.
what your daughter does. If it was a man, right, who lost his job, there's more of a stigma around that. Because with girls, it's like, okay, they have husbands who are supporting them, that's fine. But if it's a guy, the expectation is, oh, you're supposed to be the breadwinner, why don't you have a job, right? I mean, do you agree that then the log kya kahenge is valid? Or if not, then how do you think people should handle it? How should parents handle it?
What will be bad is not getting employed eventually.
Okay.
That would translate to that person being a dud. And that would translate to the parents being dud.
Yeah.
That would be viewed like that. So in that sense, if some boy is not employed, the best way to say is he's in between two jobs. For a girl, it is even if she's a dud, so be it. What is that? She can get a half salary job.
Guys, I know what you're thinking. Please let Nami explain.
Okay, that's how it's
She need not go for 150,000. She can get 75,000 near home. Whatever.
It's the same pressure.
Yeah.
I think there is not as much of a stigma attached to women being home.
Right.
Because they have clearly, it's a defined role. Okay, the woman is home, she looks after the home, she looks, does all the family and all. For men, I don't know whether they're sometimes a little lost also. They're home, they don't really know what they're supposed to do. And then even if they do a good job looking after the home, they're still looked out.
Right.
So I think that's the difference.
Guys, believe it or not, this was the first time we actually had a conversation with our parents about everything that we're doing on camera for the world to see. So that's the way to do it. And we understand because we come from different generations, right? And things are changing so quickly for them, way more than it did in the generation before them. So we figured let's talk it out and ease their pain. So yeah, totally cool of them to actually be game for this.
Yeah, my dad is pretty traditional, but quite forward-thinking in my opinion. He raised me to get into STEM, and we had no girly stuff growing up.
He was like the dangal dad, basically.
And I thank him every day for that. But when I told him about us being content creators for me being an engineer, it didn't sit well with him. He didn't give me the value and respect that I thought it should deserve. And honestly, guys, I sat with him for 6 hours after this interview and talked to him, and he started to understand how hard we're working and how much this business is like our baby. He isn't the mushy type to apologize or anything, but he was the first investor in our business the very next day. And all it takes is some patience and communication.
So kids, it's totally possible. Communicate effectively to your family without getting defensive. If we can bring our 60-year-old parents around being 30-year-old women, you can definitely do it. We hope you liked this video. Share it, like it, hit subscribe.
This is our version of Purd Hapley's You Heard with Purd.
And that is the end of this story, so we are going to stop talking now.